I just want to mention BTS's Billboard Music Award performance in 2018 when they performed Fake Love live and basically broke the internet. Jungkook and his abs definitely snatched up all of the locals that were watching the Billboard Music Awards and had no idea who BTS was.
I'm saying I don't wanna come down from your love. We'll get lost together like we fly. Don't ever let me come down from your love. From your love. From your baby.
Hey everyone, it's Bree here. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. So a while ago, a lot of my subscribers voted on a community post and chose today's video topic. So in this video, I'll be listing 5 K-pop eras that were so iconic and amazing that they added 20 years to my lifespan. So in case you're not familiar with a K-pop era, an era is the time an idol or group promotes a particular album or song because they tend to have a certain image and style according to the concept of the comeback for its duration. So in this video, instead of albums, I'll be focusing on specific songs or comebacks instead. I selected these eras based on the music videos, the overall concepts of the eras, such as styling, aesthetics, etc., the song itself, the stages, and the choreography. So basically the entire package. Like I mentioned before, I only listed about 5 eras in this video, but I have a ton of other favorite eras too. So let me know in the comments if you want a part 2 after watching this video. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up because it helps me out a lot. And now let's get into the video. So I knew without a doubt the first era that I wanted to mention in today's video is Fake Love by BTS. When I tell you this song still has me in a chokehold to this day, it does, and it's been about 3 years since the song was released. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I'm a boy group stan, and I also really like dark concepts, and I felt like Fake Love was a perfect example of a dark concept that was done really well and not in a stereotypical way. So for the music video, I absolutely loved the styling and the aesthetic of the music video. The boys were styled in a very like punk rock, almost emo type way. There was a lot of hardware like chokers and chains. I specifically remember V had on like a black shirt, a choker, and I think a harness, which looked really good on him. Jimin had some streaks in his hair, skinny jeans, t-shirts, a lot of layers. Jungkook had a really cool, I think sequined or glitter red jacket on. Half of Suga's hair was crimped. There were just so many interesting styling choices in this music video, and all of the boys just looked great. So as far as the music video was so aesthetically pleasing as well, from everything to the set, to the background visuals, etc. Let's talk about that backdrop. There was a white marble looking statue backdrop behind the boys in one scene as they were dancing, and it was basically just hands from what I remember. That backdrop was so powerful, especially in the beginning of the music video when it opens with the boys doing that intro choreography, and kind of all you see are their silhouettes. Whenever I think of the Fake Love music video, that scene is one of the scenes that just pops out at me. It was just so visually stunning, and I just think it was really impactful and powerful. Another part of the music video that I loved was at one point Jimin has a dance solo. You kind of see his silhouette as he's doing the choreography, specifically the move where he puts his hands together like he's praying. And the song itself was just really good. I mean, Fake Love, to me, Fake Love is one of BTS's best title tracks. If you're not new here, you do know that I tend to like a lot of BTS's older music versus their newer music. The lyrics were great, the song was great. I loved the mix of the trap beat with some guitar chords. Like I said, it really gave me that punk rock vibe while still keeping some trap or hip hop influence in the song. Every rap verse in this song is legendary, from Hobie's verse, Suga's verse, RM's verse. Everybody just really slayed in this song. The comeback stages for Fake Love were really cool to watch too. I specifically remember Jimin's legendary fan cam, but I'm sure you guys know the fan cam I'm talking about. I will insert a clip of it here. Jimin was wearing like some type of asymmetrical blazer, and I think that's one of his most watched fan cams to this day. But in every stage I watched, even the first comeback stage, the styling was on point and totally correlated with the aesthetics of the music video. I mean, BTS just gave me the emo punk rock vibes that we needed in Fake Love. And it's funny because TXT's Love Song just recently came out, and when I saw the music video for Love Song, it definitely reminded me of Fake Love, and I was feeling that correlation. We love to see it. Before we move on to the next legendary era, I just want to mention BTS's Billboard Music Award performance in 2018 when they performed Fake Love live and basically broke the internet. Jungkook and his abs definitely snatched up all of the locals that were watching the Billboard Music Awards and had no idea who BTS was. And then their 2018 Mama performance of Fake Love was amazing as well. So yeah, Fake Love is definitely one of my favorite eras for BTS and definitely one of my favorite eras in K-pop as a whole.
좀 오래 걸린 것 같지 now I know.
So next, yes, if you guys know me, you know I love Taemin, and one of my favorite Taemin eras is Want. I just feel like the Want era completely embodied everything Taemin is as an artist. It was just so unapologetically Taemin, and that's why to this day Want is probably, if not my favorite Taemin era, one of my favorite eras. So what do I mean by Want embodies everything Taemin is? So whether you're talking about the song, the music video, everything about Want is like smooth, sultry, and seductive and really mature, but in an artistic way where it doesn't come across too much. And I think that's what Taemin does the best. Even if you look at the music video, you get that seductive, dark vibe, and there's also a lot of religious imagery, which Taemin does as well. I believe in a few scenes there's a snake. You can take that as the Garden of Eden or Temptation, which Taemin does allude to in the song as well. There's also a scene where Taemin seems to be making a crucifix symbol. There are just so many scenes in that music video that are just beautiful and kind of stick with you after you watch the music video. And if you watch it a few times, you'll kind of notice new things that you didn't recognize or didn't notice before. So as far as the choreo, it's literally amazing. Taemin almost seems like he's floating or gliding when he's performing Want. It's almost like he has no bones in his body. It's just amazing. I think that Taemin really got to showcase who he is as an artist with this song, with the choreography, with the visuals of the music video, just everything. I also really liked the styling in the music video and all of the comeback stages. His outfits looked very luxurious, but sometimes it seems like they kind of had a military feel. He had a lot of embroidery on some of his outfits, attention to detail, sometimes in the shoulder area of the blazers or tops he was wearing. There's one outfit that sticks out to me the most, and I think it's from his music core performance of Want. He has on this red outfit and he has a glove on one hand, a red glove. So to me, of course, I'm thinking Michael Jackson, which is one of Taemin's biggest idol. And I don't know, that outfit on him, it just looked great and it was so Taemin. It definitely was giving me a mix of feminine and masculine energy, which Taemin embodies as well. So yeah, if you haven't checked out Want by Taemin, if you haven't watched his performances of Want, please do yourself a favor and check it out. It's gotta be one of my favorite Taemin eras ever. So before I move on to the next K-pop era that added 20 years to my lifespan, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Julia Leslie. Make sure to check out her channel, especially if you like K-pop reactions. Definitely check out some of her reactions. I especially liked her reaction to Blue Hour by TXT. Make sure you check her channel out. Her favorite era is the Advice era by Taemin. Julia says he's super talented and also he's the first solo artist from a group in SM Entertainment. And let me tell you, I agree with you, Julia. I think Taemin is amazing and I love Advice as well. So yeah guys, don't forget, check out Julia's channel, make sure to subscribe and check out her K-pop reactions.
The same something. 내 모습이
Next up is Bebe by Hyuna. Hyuna is one of my favorite solo artists ever. She's probably actually my favorite female solo artist in K-pop, period. And Bebe is one of my favorite songs by Hyuna. First of all, this song is so playful, flirty, and fun, and I think Hyuna does that best. Like, she is the bad girl of K-pop, I feel like. So she does really fun, flirty, sexy concepts really well. I don't know, everything about Bebe to me just radiates feminine energy, and I love that, especially if you look at the lyrics, if you look at the choreography. It just definitely gives off femininity. So first of all, the styling is adorable. Even if you look at the styling in the music video, I love how in some scenes she's wearing outfits that are very almost innocent looking, like floral dresses, white dresses. She's getting in tune with her feminine or innocent side. And then in some of the other scenes, you have outfits that maybe you would associate with Hyuna more. So basically in the whole music video, she's giving off very feminine and innocent looks, and I really like that because I feel like it goes really well with the song. The styling just felt very girly and effortless, if that makes sense. I also want to talk about her show champion performance of Bebe because I think that was like the most iconic live performance of the song. First of all, to me, this might have been the best I've ever seen Hyuna look. Like, she was absolutely glowing in this performance. I loved the cute white ruffled dress with those white platform boots. She had on her signature red lip, which I think a lot of Hyuna fans associate her with anyway. The pink blush. It was just cute. It was just a very, like I said, simple, innocent, feminine look, and she totally pulled it off. Once again, choreo's giving me feminine energy. Hyuna's feeling herself. Her hair is like blowing in the wind. I don't know. Bebe era is iconic to me. It's definitely my favorite era for Hyuna. This is before she left Cube. I still love Hyuna now, but I will always have a soft spot for the Bebe era in my heart. I mean, if you just want like a very cute, fun, flirty summer vibe song, Bebe era is the era for that. Okay, so NCTzens, this one is for you. The next K-pop era that added like 20 years to my lifespan is Kick It by NCT. So if I remember correctly, I just started getting into NCT before Kick It came out, so I think this might have been my first official NCT 127 comeback as an NCTzen. And let me tell you, Kick It made waves. Like, Kick It was that girl. It was Song of the Year material. To me, it was just so iconic. First of all, the music video, the choreo, Taeyong's opening. You know how Taeyong opens up the song like he has no bones in his body? I will never get over that. And as far as the whole like martial arts Bruce Lee concept for the music video and just for the song in general, I think that was so interesting. I haven't really seen that done a lot in K-pop, and I could see how if it was overdone, it could have came across corny or like too much. But I think NCT was able to incorporate the Bruce Lee martial arts concept really well. It just worked, even down to some of the choreo imitating martial arts. There's one scene towards the end where Mark is kind of fighting the other members of NCT. There's like a fight scene incorporated into the choreo. It was just very well done. And it was iconic. Like, when I think of NCT 127, I think of Kick It. It definitely reminded me of some of the old martial arts movies from the 80s and 90s aesthetically, as far as the set of the music video. I loved the rain scene in the music video. Like, literally when that music video came out, I loved the concept so much. It was so stunning. I had to watch it multiple times, and it was one of those eras where I wanted to watch each stage for the promotions. Like, you know how some songs come out and you're like, oh, I'll watch a few live stages of the show, I'll watch a few of the promotion shows. No, I wanted to watch every stage because I just felt like the styling was going to be different, or maybe something would be done differently. I think in the first comeback stage, they pretty much just went with one of the outfits from the music video, like the martial arts outfits, where the outfits had a lot of cutouts and layers, kind of like, you know, they were kind of supposed to be martial arts outfits. But then in some of the other stages, the guys were wearing like jeans with Converse, and like, I think there were even some band t-shirts with a lot of layers, but it just looked good. The styling just looked good. I think back then Utah had that really cool lavender purple hair. I think Taeyong's hair was silver. It was just a really amazing era, and Kick It is just such a great song that it was going to be impactful anyway. And I don't know, I just think doing the martial arts concept was different, just because I feel like dark concepts are so oversaturated right now in K-pop, especially with boy groups. I just liked that NCT went with a fun fighting martial arts concept instead. I just felt like it was refreshing. Okay, so last but not least, we have Inception by ATEEZ. Inception is probably my favorite song by ATEEZ, and this era was really a mood for me. I was playing this song nonstop last summer. I felt like it was such a summer vibe. The thing about this song is, when it comes down to the song, the music video, etc., it just gives me second gen vibes because the song is just so melodramatic in a good way. I definitely feel like it sounds and feels like a second gen song, and I got into K-pop around Second Gem, so I really appreciated it. I loved how brooding the lyrics were. During the verse of the song, you kind of have this build up, and then the chorus is just absolutely explosive. And if you look at the music video depicts that gradual build up and explosion as well. So does the choreo. It feels like a ballad, but it feels like a high energy ballad, if that makes sense. The music video was absolutely crazy. You had water on the ground, fire on the ceiling. It just felt really intense, and I loved that. I loved the whole almost like schoolboy aesthetic of the outfits in the music video. It was like schoolboy, but then it wasn't. I think Songhwa's shirt was actually ripped, so it was just really interesting. I really did like the styling. And yeah, the music video really did do a good job of depicting the lyrics and making it feel like ATEEZ was in a dream. I think that was portrayed really, really well. This is another one of those eras where I wanted to see every stage, every performance, because one thing about ATEEZ, they fully commit to their concepts, and the way they performed Inception in every stage with the same amount of energy, the same amount of fervor. I was like, who hurt you guys? I was actually believing that they were heartbroken and chasing after this person in their dreams, because they fully committed to every performance in this era, especially San. I was always wanting to watch San's fan cams during the Inception era, and Songhwa's too. For me, everybody did amazing, but for me, Inception was definitely San and Songhwa's moment. It was just an iconic era. I will always love Inception. Always. I will always love Inception. Fever Part 1 was an amazing album. Inception was a mood. Stan ATEEZ. That's all I have to say. So guys, that is it for K-pop eras that added 20 years to my lifespan. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments if we have any favorite K-pop eras in common. If not, I would love for you to comment some of your favorite K-pop eras. Definitely let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts and read your responses. Also, comment below if you would like a part 2 of this video, because I only mentioned 5 K-pop eras in this video, but trust me, I have way more. When I made my initial list, I had over 20 eras, but I wanted to keep it down to 5 because obviously I didn't want to bore you guys. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like this video. Also, make sure if you haven't already, check out my Patreon. I do have a few videos on there right now for you guys to check out. I do have a reaction to NCT Residence that has never been posted on my channel before, and I also have a podcast on the whole Penthouse 3 cultural appropriation controversy. So yeah, definitely make sure to check out my Patreon if you want to see bonus content and if you want to support my channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!